Yo, Adrian, I thought you might like this, so I'm going to make a video about it. Have a seat and listen, okay? It's the beginning of the year. People are building their bodies. They're more health conscious. They want to get into health. Time for a bodybuilding set. So here it is. 3 protein powders, 1 Man Force, and 1 Night Formula. It's 15% off if you buy this as a set as opposed to buying it separately. And that's good. And if you get it as an auto ship, then it's even a little tiny bit more than that. Now, you might say, well, Night Formula, I thought that's for women's hot flashes and hot sweats. Well, yeah, that's what it ended up becoming known for, but originally the Night Formula was created for a bodybuilding set 5 years ago. I just never got around to actually making one. But nighttime is the most important time because in all scenarios, that's when your body rebuilds after being messed up during the day, being torn apart during the day, your muscles, your sanity, whatever. So nighttime, your body rebuilds and needs hormones to do that, and you need to be asleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. for that to happen. The Night Formula helps that happen. And a side effect of that was that women have their hormones rebalanced also for night sweats and hot flashes, things like that. But originally it was designed for bodybuilders. Nighttime, the rebuilding part when you're sleeping is the most important part of bodybuilding. The Man Force, everything that I make, I originally made for myself. This helps your body make more hormones, specifically testosterone, if that's what it needs in case of bodybuilding. But women can take it too, because it's not like taking a pure testosterone shot. This is basically like pumpkin seed, nettle root, chlorella, pine pollen, ashwagandha, stuff like that. It's stuff women can take too. It's just your body will know what to do with it. It will create what it needs based on who you are and what gender you are. But if you're a man, it'll probably create more testosterone. If you're a woman, it'll create more female hormones. Man Force only comes in capsules now because it contains a powerful new herb called Tongkat Ali, also known as long jack. It is one of the most bitter herbs you could ever imagine. You would not want to take this straight. That's why this is only in capsules. It's great for men and women. It actually helps increase sex drive in women also. So this is really an amazing herb to have for hormones. Now, as far as protein goes, you need a lot of it because it is what your body uses to make muscle and whatever it is you're building. There is a lot of misconceptions about protein. People say, well, all they think about is how many grams of protein are in a serving. Like, that's all that matters. Well, you got to realize, what is protein? It's not a single thing. It's not an isolated single thing. Protein is basically a complex of all kinds of amino acids, and they have to be the right amino acids, and they have to be in the right balance. If you go to a nutritional bodybuilding store, you have isolated proteins and made in a lab, and it's just pure amino acids, and a lot of it is synthetically made. And if you take too much of it, it can actually be toxic. This is just dried plants. And something else that people don't realize is the absorbability factor of protein. It's not how much you take, it's how much does your body absorb. If you just take pure amino acids, some of it might not absorb because you also need minerals, vitamins, and enzymes for the protein to amino acids to actually absorb into your body. If you just take pure amino acids, you're going to be lacking that other stuff. Here, it's whole food. This is a whole dried plant. You cannot take too much of it because it's just nettle root and chlorella and pumpkin seed and dates and nuts and things like that. Cactus. It's got really good stuff in it. And that's another thing is when they test this in a lab to see how much protein is in it, you know how they do it? They burn it and test the ashes, which is a really primitive way. It really doesn't tell you how much actual amino acids and how well it absorbs into your body. There's a lot of factors that are not considered there. So the actual amino acid content might be a little bit lower in this because, again, it's a whole plant. You've got a lot more of the nutritional factors, the cofactors, the minerals, the enzymes, and the vitamins with this that you don't get with the isolated protein. So you can take as much of this as you want. You want more protein, just take more of it. How much do you take? Well, it depends who you are. If you're just a normal person or you're getting older, you need more protein when you get older, or then you just take maybe 2 tablespoons in the morning and maybe again at night. If you're bodybuilding, then I say take 4 heaping tablespoons or 4 scoops of this. I take 4 scoops. There's a scoop in here. I think a scoop is like 3-4 tablespoons. You can't take too much of this. This stuff tastes great. It's considered a food. So if you're bodybuilding, depending how big you are and how much bodybuilding you're doing, again, each person is different, 4 tablespoons twice a day or 4 scoops twice a day. It depends. Again, I would never worry about taking too much of this. I love this stuff. And the smoothies, just throw in a frozen banana. Always, the old traditional frozen banana, right? That's one of the best things. Some kind of, you can do fruit juice because this has a lot of fiber in it. So I always use coconut water myself because it's really high in magnesium and electrolytes and stuff like that. And maybe some frozen berries, and just put it in a blender and go. I mean, it's easy. It's not that difficult, and this stuff tastes great. Or you can just mix it in water if you want. I mean, whatever. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring this up real quick. I thought you might enjoy having a little bit more of a help. Because it is the beginning of the year. People are more conscious of their bodies. They're going to the gym now. And we need to start working out, right? We need to start doing this here. So get to it. Start pumping the iron and get your bodybuilding set. MarcusProducts.com. Okay, bye.